It is the earthquaking, pillar shaking, podcast listening leader of the Meat Pop Express, Big Trouble Ben Bishop. And get ready, folks, because you are tuned in to the fastest growing professional wrestling podcast in the world, the 3 Count Podcast.
One. Welcome everybody to another great edition. Why am I holding a notebook in my hand? I don't really know. So, my name is Clifford Red Dog Miller, and let's go down the roster. First up, he is the king of napping all day, all night. You know him as Q. Psych. Only I call him Q. Also, fun fact, he loves wrestling. Not really, just watching Wrestle Talk, as well as What Culture Wrestling. He is the man himself. He is known as JJ.
The sidewalks keep me off the street. Dangerous times going around. Make sure you guys are locked and loaded for the Revolutionary War Part 2. That's all for me.
And in her first interview since now entering the ring, Lane Rosario, you get to see her now every time here on the 3 Count. We are so excited to have her. Welcome, Lane Rosario.
Hey guys, so as your first and only female correspondent for the time being, I'd like to say I'm so happy to be with you guys. You guys are in for a wild ride with this crazy Costa Rican.
Hey, I am so excited. So this is now entering the ring, which means one thing. We have a guest on this show. This person, you will recognize her all around the world. She is amazing at what she does. Please give it up for the lovely Gabby Gilbert.
Hey guys! I'm so excited. I hope people recognize me. I think I should be wearing more colors. Maybe people notice me more.
You know, it's funny because I had mentioned you to a couple of people that you were going to be on the show. And they're like, dude, I saw her wrestle in Mexico. Dude, I know her from Japan. I've seen her like all over the place. I was like,
oh, I'm glad people remember me.
and she's going to be on our show.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it, guys. Guys and gals.
No problem. So how this is going to work is we all got sets of questions that we're going to ask you. Normally it's like 3 or 4 questions. And then we have the 10 count questions, which you cannot fail. It is almost impossible. Almost impossible. But apparently we have just had a run-in.
Pumpkins.
Have another guest who's going to be joining us. So in case you guys don't know, another correspondent, she is my daughter. She is all of 9 years old. She is of 97 percentile in height among kids her age. Her name is Kira.
Hi.
Hi.
Here's your questions.
We're excited. We need more girls in here.
So let's get down. So what the order the way we'll go is, well, actually I'll go me, then we'll have you go, Kara, JJ, Lane, we'll wrap it up, and then we have.
It's so sweet that you let the girls go first.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the host. That's what I do. Nice.
Ladies first. You're so sweet.
Yep.
No.
I try to mix it up. You know, we try to do nice things here.
All right, got mixed up.
We try to be aggressive. That's what we're looking for. So, first question for you: who is Gabby Gilbert?
Me? Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, for
I already
you.
messed up the question. Who is it? It's for me, or who am I?
Yeah,
What?
who are you? Tell me. Who are you?
As of right now, I'm Gabby Gilbert. I have had many names, but right now I'm Gabby Gilbert. Trying to keep that one for a while, unless Miss Man tells me to do something different.
Oh man, he's definitely gonna tell you to do something different.
Yeah, probably. Whatever. Hey.
That's good shit. So my favorite question to ask every single person, and I really am curious, what has been one of your favorite fan interactions that you've had?
Oh man, I don't know. That's really hard to say. Wow, that's really hard to say because I love all of them. I love all my fans. They're awesome. I know people that have given me like artwork and this most awesome artwork. It like takes really time. But right now I'm gonna have to say this one girl, Lulu, and like she was a fan of me, Echo Endless, and Jordan Oliver, and she actually became a wrestler. She's 14 years or 13. She's 13. going on 14, and she's now training at the CCW school because of us. So I'm really excited.
Hey, I love that. Actually, we actually train at Sick and Compound in Sykesville, Maryland, and she
Nice.
actually is learning how to do her rolls. So that's what she gets to work on.
Yes.
And her handstand bump, which I had to say is one of the most killer things I've ever seen.
Yes.
Lots of
Good
props.
for you. Not many people can do them well,
Nah, I put her over.
especially at first.
Well, she surprised all of us. So it was like January. She stood up and then she fell over, and all of us just got quiet. And she was like, "What?" And I was just like, "That was perfect."
That's awesome. I'm excited. All right, your first match is with me,
Heard it.
and Lainey can ref it.
Yes.
So my last
Well, at
question
least you
for
know
you
she'll
before I
be
hand
taken
it.
care of.
Wait, say it again.
Oh, at least you'll know she'll be taken care of if she's in there with us and be like, hey, we got
Right?
this.
I gotta be up really hard so everyone else feels like they're soft.
So the last
Break
question for
in.
you, Gabby, is what has been one of the worst bumps you've ever taken?
Oh gosh, that's hard because a lot of them hurt. I don't know. I've done a lot of deathmatch stuff, so like I guess you can say that. But sometimes it's always like the most awkward thing that hurts the most. Like before, like someone threw me, and I just got like they threw me too hard, and I went flying way farther than I thought I would, and I like hit the rope, and it was like this tight roast, and like so it hit me oddly in the side. Like that was annoying, and like there's always weird things where you hit like the side of the ring when you get out of the apron. Like there's always weird stuff. But yeah, this one time someone did a run in and they power bombed me, and the power bomb wasn't bad, but I hit so hard that I bounced, and then when I went back down I hit my head and I got knocked out, and I was out for like a few hours. And when I came to, so I guess it happened in November, and I thought it was May, or it happened in May, and I thought it happened in May, and I thought it was November, something like that. I don't even remember now, which is probably isn't good. But yeah, like I couldn't remember, and then I was like, I had money in my hand, and I was like, why do I have money in my hand? And they're like, you just found that on the ground and picked it up, and I was like, I don't remember any of this. But yeah, it was really, really scary, and I couldn't really wrestle for a while because I wasn't cleared. But like the funny thing is that it's funny that you say you're in Maryland, because after that I was like kind of okay to clear, like to wrestle, but I wasn't like officially. And I ended up wrestling in a tag match with Antisocial. So we used to tag back then, and then it like we won that match, and then like the guy came out and was like, no, you guys have to wrestle each other, and it was for the women's championship. And it was the first time the state of Maryland had a women's champion, and I won. And so like that match is on YouTube, and I couldn't really bump or do much, so we ended up kind of having like a thumb wrestling match and stuff. So it was kind of fun. It was fun. We worked around it. That's how you know you're with good people that take care of you.
That's awesome, though. All right, so our next person to ask questions stands right here, so it's up to you.
How did you come up with your character?
How did I come up with my character? So I don't really know what's my character right now, I guess. Well, for a long time, I was doing a Valley Girl gimmick, and then I just talked like really fast and said like all the time, so I kind of talked like a Valley Girl, even though I was never from California, so that kind of worked out for me, and I love the 80s, so that kind of flew into that. And then eventually I just kind of started using candy a lot for everything, because I was Roxy Cotton, and why not have cotton candy and Pop Rocks and all other kinds of things. And then it kind of turned into that, and then now I'm just kind of, I don't know, a bitter old vet that wants to punch everybody in the face. So yeah, we'll see where, I don't know. I'm a big rainbow, that big colorful rainbow. I want everybody to notice me, or I'll make you notice me.
She's so cute.
Go ahead, next question.
Why did you start wrestling?
Why did I start wrestling? I have watched wrestling my whole life with my dad, so that's really cute that this is happening right now. But I watched it with my dad all the time, and then like I don't know, I just knew I was gonna be famous one day, and I didn't know why. And then like, oh, So then I saw this documentary called The Unreal Story of Pro Wrestling, and it talked about how Moolah had a school and like there were schools for this, and I knew there was like independent wrestling, but like it didn't like click. And then I guess that documentary made it click, and I was like, there's schools for this, let's do it. And then so I went for a couple years to look for schools, and most of them didn't take me because I was a girl, and then I found one, and then now here I am. So thank you, Fat Frank and Jersey All Pro Wrestling, for taking me even though I was a girl.
Awesome.
What's your favorite match
What's my favorite match to watch or that I was in?
that you were in?
Say both.
Oh God.
Both.
That's so hard to say. I don't even know. I don't know. I love them all. If I have to pick one, there was one I guess like when I wrestled some of my idols, like one of my first matches, I want to say like third or fourth match, I wrestled Mickie James. It was like a 4-way. It was right before she got signed, and she was still Alexa Lurie. And there was another one, I wrestled Awesome Kong. That was awesome. Of course, she was Awesome Kong. But I wrestled Jimmy Rave, who I stalked for years and a huge fan of his, so I got to do that. That was fun. I wrestled and like, I don't know, just like more of like, I don't know. I love them all. There was like hard to say. There's some really good ones in there. I have like a best of DVD, and apparently I didn't realize this, but I lose every match on my best of DVD. And then I came out with a second one, and I lost all those matches. And I was like, now I have a T-shirt that says Enhancement Talent.
Yeah, I love it. So, what we'll do is we'll give it up to JJ next.
All right, JJ, let's hear it.
Okay, so my first question for you would be, what's one female wrestler that you wish to work with in the future that you haven't already worked with?
Oh, that I have not worked with yet. Gosh. Oh.
My hand
There's
hurts.
so many.
My hand hurts.
Well, technically, I've worked you. I've worked you in this cluster shit of a tag match where there's like so many people in it. And then I worked you at WWE. So, like, I did work you.
Okay.
I mean, I would love to have that rematch. But I think I would rather have us be a tag team. That'd be fun. I would love, it would be a great match that I would love to see. It would be me and Colt Cabana versus Hidaka and Natsuki Teo. I like that, or like maybe if not Cabana, then maybe Kiki Taro. Like that'd be a really fun match to have. But like, yeah, I want to wrestle everyone. I really just want to wrestle everyone. Good, bad, just beginning, been there forever. I want to wrestle everyone. That would be fun.
Can't go wrong with that one. My next question would be, let's say we fast forward, had a time machine, fast forward 5 years. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
God, I don't know. I was just thinking about that the other day. I don't know. Signed somewhere? I don't know. I really
Signed
don't know.
where? Like,
I would love to go to WWE. I would love to do WrestleMania. I love to do all these dreams. But at the same time, if I'm just on the indies, like, and just killing it on the indies and still traveling around the world, like I'd still be happy. So I don't know. 2020 has really screwed us over. So we really don't know what our future looks like. Okay, buddy, I had a good plan.
2020 is
So
fucking.
how do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know where I see myself in 5 months.
Facts.
well, shoot. If I see myself, maybe like graduated college.
That's a good one.
That'd be good. Graduate college.
Yeah.
5 years I'd be retired and living on a beach somewhere. That'd be nice.
That'd be cool.
Amen.
Cool.
I want that.
All right, and for my final question, segue. What's the best advice you could give to up-and-coming wrestlers?
Well, I have tons of advice for upcoming wrestlers, and I'm not going to give away all my secrets, but I'm writing a book. So all my secrets and advice are going to be in that.
Love that plug-in. I love it.
All right. So the name of the book is going to be, do you have any wrist tape? A pro wrestler survival guide.
Yes. Oh, love the name.
Yes.
So I'm super excited. It's going to get all the extra little details. I hope for it to be out in November, but we will see what happens. Because COVID's going crazy. I don't know. COVID's changing my world.
Before I pass this over to Lane actually, when we had her on the show, this actually, I think it was post-interview, right, is where we were talking about it. You wanted to do a segment, or you wanted to do a podcast. I think you called it What's in Your Bag. And it's supposed to be like all about what's in your traveling bag.
So it's a YouTube series that Gabby does.
Oh, me?
Which is where I got this lovely I Heart Gabby shirt, where she does. This will segue into my questions. Perfect. She gave me this for my birthday when I was on her YouTube channel.
Yay! Happy birthday to you. Even though
I mean, it was in February, but it's fine.
You still had one.
But see what happens when Gabby and I are in the same vicinity, the world ends up in a pandemic. So, my question to you, Gabby, so far, and I'm just going to say men because I know I was your favorite female one so far. Who is your favorite person that you've had on your YouTube for What's in Your Gear Bag?
Oh my God.
Or, okay, top 5. I'll give you top 5.
I haven't had that many yet. I'm still starting out. So it's mostly to promote the book. So what's in your wrestling bag? And I'm going through everybody's bag and we just see what everybody has and what everybody needs in the wrestling bag that you don't realize you need. And what people always forget. And then I can write that down in my book. Oh, you forgot that. So the person, oh gosh. So Casey Navarro had a really funny story where he was almost kidnapped, and they picked up a hitchhiker. Can't give the details away on that one, but I think Connor Claxton might be the topper because. Well, no, I don't know. Maybe it was Steve Carino because he had some funny stuff. I mean, I'm really mad he didn't bring me cookies. So maybe I'm gonna go with Connor Claxton. He had a bag of stuff that I can't say in front of your daughter, but
I was waiting for her to get to
when she's older. Maybe she'll use when she's older. But yes, some had spikes coming out of them. Some were ribbed for pleasure. Some were sticky.
Yeah.
But he uses them in his matches, so you need that in your bag. There's some interesting stories, guys. Go watch the video.
I can't
say it.
YouTube it is. Okay, go.
That one might be PG-13.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I have a thing that says 18 or older on that video. Which I need to put on a couple other people's videos. Again.
On that note,
Good stuff.
what are some of your favorite, when we actually had road trips going on, some of your favorite road trip snacks?
Snacks?
Yes.
Oh, gosh. I want to say, I pack stuff, and then sometimes I don't eat it. I have tons of good road snacks. Granola bars are always good. And then when I was doing really good on my diet, when I was doing my bikini competitions, I would have a thing of shredded chicken and a bag of spinach, and I would just eat as I would drive, and I would just have a thing of spinach and just eat it. So that was good. Otherwise, cookies and stuff. I like stopping at places and eating milkshakes. Gotta have a milkshake in a different place so you never had a milkshake in. You gotta try it out.
I get it.
I love her so much.
This is why I'm a little chunky today. Let's get a milkshake, guys.
That should be the next thing you come out to the ring, to milkshake and start dancing.
You know what? I would, but Faye Jackson already uses it.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that's right. She does.
Like, I would totally use it in a match, though, and be like, no! The milkshake! And I gotta save the milkshake. Like, well, I forget who was using, like, Corinne Mink was using cheesecake for a while, and we had a good cheesecake spot. I don't know if that's, yeah, it was some good cheesecake. It spit all over the fans.
Can't be spitting now, okay? We got
It
coronavirus.
was on a WSU show. You should look that up. A lot of food.
Okay, I got my last question. We're gonna reel it in here a little bit, Gabby. Okay,
God.
gonna get a little. Out of all of the countries you've been to, which one so far has been your favorite, or you want to go back to?
Shit, I don't know.
All of the above.
Right? I'm gonna go everywhere. I want to all of them that I've already been to. I want to go back to the UK because I wasn't there for very long, and I want to see more people and do more things. Like, I want to do like an all-girl show. Like, I would love to do Pro Wrestling Eve, and but I almost moved to Japan. Like, I almost moved to Japan with someone, and then because they had a job at a wrestling company, and I was like, well, what am I gonna do? Like, you're a sure thing, but am I a sure thing? And at the time, I wasn't sure if I was a sure thing. So, yeah, that just kind of fell through, and then I didn't. But like, I guess, like maybe Mexico, because like, you know, I love my Hispanics, like Lainey. But
oh, that's the only
I am
reason she
learning
loves me.
Spanish, so
Yeah.
probably. I guess
Get it, Liz?
I don't know what this says, but I guess you're Hispanic too.
Yep.
But I guess Mexico, because like I could always drive home, and I'm trying to learn Spanish, and I love lucha stuff, so maybe
You've been
Mexico.
doing good so far with the Spanish, so I'm very proud of you.
Yo, bebo leche. I drink milk.
cannot even deal with you. I cannot even. She gives it a good run. I'll give her that, but I just can't even with this.
Wait, I got a good one.
Go ahead.
Wait, does your daughter know how to speak Spanish? Okay, mira, papacito, tú tienes un buen culo.
Yeah. I feel like there should be a subtitle to that.
I know. We'll include that in the bottom. You know what? In fact, that's what I'll do. I'll put it in the bottom of it as she said it.
Mi novio luchador. Jimmy Rave.
Her boyfriend's a wrestler. That's what she said in Spanish.
Oh.
Got you. Don't worry, kid. I got you. I'm not going to tell you what she said the other thing, though. Sorry. All right. Well, with that,
PG-13.
you're going to have to learn Spanish.
Like, at least I'm asking permission. Like, wait.
Yeah, I gotta make sure.
Not too bad. It's not too bad.
No, it's not. So, with that being said, Lane, do you have any other questions that you want to ask really quick? Just make sure.
Yeah, Lainey. Remember being recorded though. So ask away.
I know that's what's tripping me up because Gabby and I. Okay, not a question, but an ad lib. Gabby and I, when we're together and we don't have to be PC or we're just talking, I end up with red eyes and tearing because we are terrible together. Terrible. And I'm like, wait a minute, what can I ask her that's PG-13? Oh, I got one. I'm going to piggyback off of another question you were asked.
I like that we have to think about it like really hard. Like, what can we ask as PG-13?
Oh, don't worry, because we're going to have you come back on the show, and we don't have to worry about that part because she won't be here.
Okay.
Oh,
Not that
no.
we don't love you.
That's the recount unfiltered.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so Gabby, in this era of women and speaking out and things like that, I'm going to reel it back in, Gabby. We're going to be PC here for a second. What advice would you give to a newbie who's a female? We've spoken about this in detail. It's in your book. You don't have to go into that much detail, but
Okay.
like as if it was me and you were trying to give me advice on the business and I was brand new.
Don't put yourself, trust nobody, and don't put yourself in situations that you can't get out of. That's all I'm going to say. Don't be so sensitive. Everyone's an asshole. Move the fuck on. I mean, it's not right that people treat people like shit, but like you're gonna get that everywhere in the world, and you gotta teach. You almost have to teach people how you want to be like treated. Because like I was growing up, like you treat people how you want to be treated, but Jimmy Rave has taught me that you treat people how they want to be treated, and that's a big difference. So it's hard. I am also having problems with that because I am a flirtatious pervert. But there's like, don't put yourself in positions. I don't know how to say it though. Like, don't put yourself in positions that that you can get yourself hurt. And like my mom has warned me like so much over my life, and like I've been so blessed like to not seriously gotten hurt over this time. But like yeah, my first trainer Magic would be like everyone shakes your hand, and if they want to do anything more than shake your hand, even if they put their second hand on you, or they put your hand on your shoulder or do anything else, they want to sleep with you. And so don't let that. You just know that's that person. You tell them no, and like no, you're respectful, shake their hands. And if they try to touch you, you already know that kind of person they are. And then I don't want to like shit on any girl or guy that has anything that happened to them, but like just try not to put yourself in that situation. I know people get in cars with people that they don't know, and it's all by themselves. And like, all right, well, I know people that like girls that would carry brass knuckles with them. Like, so now you gotta do that. You gotta carry mace. Like, you need to do that. You don't know who these people are. Like, how many people? Like, I've known people for years, and I trust them at the same time. And I'm like, do I even really know their name? Like, do they even know my real name? Like, it's how well do you know people? Do you know what I'm saying? And also, don't put yourself in situations like, well, I'm drunk and you're drunk, and like, you know, was it consensual? Was it not? We were both drunk. Who knows what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's for guys too. Like, be careful. Like, guys need to be careful too, because some girls are trying to trap, and like, or some girls are just like fucking crazy. But yeah, it's a little both ways. Like, everyone, like, the guys don't get drunk around girls and do things to girls, and then it comes back on them. Like, oh my God, you did this to me. Like, well, everyone needs to be careful. All right, just double think your actions before you do them. All right, stay safe.
Yes,
Don't
please.
me.
Stay safe.
That was the end of my questions.
No, but listen. Okay, side story. You might want to edit this out. I don't know, but whatever.
Nah, definitely not
I was
doing
in high school. When I was in high school, and I'm probably going to put this in my book. I think it is in the book. So when I was in high school, there's this girl. She would sleep with her boyfriend. It's all consensual. Then she would sneak back into the house, take the condoms out of the trash, and insert them into her so she can get herself pregnant.
Oh no, I have a story. Like, did you hear about the one about the dude?
Flush your shit, boys. Wear one, flush one. Never trust a girl that says she's on the pill, because one, she probably isn't, and two, if you take antibiotics, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you take antibiotics, and it doesn't make that work anymore. It doesn't. The pill doesn't work when the girl is on antibiotics. Like, if you have a cold and this and that, and the doctor puts someone like an antibiotic, yeah, it doesn't work. That's why I'm here. That's why my niece is here. This doesn't work. Be careful. So we'll wrap that. Okay.
Yeah. With that being said, we're going to transition.
And this is a PG-13 episode. Wait till the unfiltered one.
So with that being said, we do have the 10 count questions going on. So 10 count questions.
I hate you. First of all, wait. Lainey, I hate you for asking that question for you. Because you know I'm not going to shut up about it.
Well, there needs to be a different.
Assholes.
Well, there just needed to be a different woman's perspective on it. To be honest with you, Gabby, and our voices, you and me both, we've had conversations for days and hours on this topic, and there needs to be some different voices than just the ones that are out there. You know what I mean? We're all females. We all see things in a different way. Male, female, we all have the different voices as far as that topic is concerned.
To be fair,
I'm going to dig myself in a hole that I don't like, so I'm going to shut up.
We actually, so it was crazy. Like, I'll tell you a crazy story, right? So I actually reached out to Ariel and Nix, and we actually originally just had her scheduled to be on the show, just to kind of be on the show. We didn't have anything really kind of planned. Well, the speaking out movement happened, and her story like came out on Twitter, and so I reached back out to her and I was like, hey, if you want to be on the show, great, and if not, we understand. I was like, but I just wanted to give you the option of saying yes or no. And she came on the show, and she actually told her story and kind of gave some advice as well about like, how to like navigate through the water. So definitely we enjoy like having women on the podcast and just kind of giving like their perspective and like advice and kind of things like to watch out for while like, you're trudging through the world of wrestling, because we do understand that it is kind of a slimy and, like just kind of it can be a disgusting business at times. So we definitely.
It can be. This is probably also why I talk the way I talk, because I've been around it for 20 years and it was way different 20 years ago than it is today. Like I was like, I grew up and it was just like, I was warned like from every gross story ever. So thankfully for my trainers, Pat Frank, crazy skinhead Ivan, and Magic, like they told me every gross story in the book about ribbing people, jokes, people being mean, things happening. So like I kind of already knew what I was getting into, which I feel like a lot of these girls don't, and some of these guys don't either. Things happen to guys too. You'd be surprised how many guys get creepy promoters hitting them up and be like, hey, I want to do shit to you. Oh, can I get videos of your dick? Like there's a lot like there's a lot of gross things going around that people don't talk about, like a lot. And like I was like, thankfully they taught me that when I started, and I feel like that's something that needs to be taught. And it's just a crazy atmosphere. But like I also was like trained with like I was the only girl in the class, and like when another girl came, she didn't last too long. She ended up like sleeping with the boys and leaving. But like maybe something happened I didn't know about, but at the same time, like from my view, she looked pretty damn happy with going into that room. So I don't know, like, and she wasn't on stuff, but like they didn't last very long. It's hard. That's how I feel like when girls finally get respect in wrestling, it's not just from the guys, it's also from the other girls, because you see the girls come in and some of them want to be wrestlers, and then they just want to be a big groupie or ring rat or whatever you want to call it, and they just want to be with the boys. They don't actually want to wrestle. They don't actually want to do anything. They want to be someone's manager or da 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 da. And so when you see a girl come in and she is training, she wants to wrestle, like the girls respect her even more, and then the guys respect them too. So it's almost like you have to earn your own respect. Not saying you can't date in the business or whatever, but it's anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a great point. But I will have to say, I gotta get these questions out of the way, and we can get back to the stories. It's amazing. I don't care. I love how this discussion is going. Anyway, so let's get on with our 10-count questions. First thought that comes to your mind, we're gonna have the imaginary clock go off. Ding! There it goes. All right. Question 1: Pepsi or Coke?
Coke, definitely. My whole house is full of Coke. My Christmas tree is full of Coke. I have Coca-Cola dishes. I have Coca-Cola pajamas. I have the belt buckle. I have hats. I don't even wear hats. Literally, I have Coca-Cola over my house. I wish I could show you something. Right now, I have Coca-Cola cookbooks. Nothing around me is Coca-Cola right now. Why? I don't understand this. Like, I'll find it. Whatever. Coca-Cola.
All right, SmackDown or Raw?
I don't know. I feel like I look better in red, so I'm just gonna go with Raw.
Favorite color?
Green.
Okay.
Neon
favorite
green.
Wrestler of all time?
Oh, do I have to pick one? These are really tough questions, so I have to pick one. Goldust. I love Goldust. Undertaker. I had a big stand-up of Undertaker. Jimmy Rave. Tony Mamaluke. Oh, Hidaka. No, Natsuki Tayo. No, wait. No. Yeah, everyone. I love everyone. I'm gonna forget people. And me.
Favorite
Put the crown.
Favorite candy?
I don't know what my favorite candies are now. I just got a bunch of sour strips from Max.
That works.
Sour strips. I like candy. No, Reese Cups. Reese Cups. Yeah. No, Snickers. Reese Cups. Reese Cups. Reese Cups.
Last show you binge watched?
Oh, The Prophet. I've been watching The Prophet, man. Business. Wrestling's business. You gotta know your business. Gotta learn to make that money. I'm in it for the long haul, buddies.
Would you rather be too hot or too cold?
When you're graduating high school, when you're graduating college, gotta make money. Saying.
Would you rather be too hot or too cold?
I feel like too cold because like when you're too hot, you can only take so much off. At least when you're cold, you can always find something to put on and find fun ways to warm up.
Early bird or night owl?
Both?
Works
I
for
don't
me.
know, both.
Gabby, don't
I
lie.
really am because I'll
Don't
sleep,
lie.
like, I'll go all night long and I'll just be like, I'll go to bed at 3 in the morning, but then I'll wake up at like 5 in the morning and I'm like, hey, let's have life. And I'm like, so I don't know, both.
Sprite or 7-Up?
I'm gonna have to stay with Sprite and stay with the Coke family here.
And everybody's favorite question, favorite curse word.
Fuck, I don't know. Like,
I'm gonna take your first answer. I'm just going straight out. Fuck is the word. So that is our 10 count question. So, pretty much. Normally we wrap things up after all of this, but I feel like we've had such a great conversation.
people should wrap things up all the time.
First of all, that clearly never happened. There's a reason.
Wait, you should wrap up your food before you put it in the fridge because then it's gonna smell like the rest of the fridge. You should always wrap it up.
No, I tinfoil's overrated. I only make
Plastic
those for
wrap.
hats.
Oh, now I want to make a hat. Now I want to make a hat. Now I want to make a hat.
This is like, I have to be honest, and JJ will agree with me too. This is probably like the most fun interview that we've had. Like,
Yeah, both bad.
We haven't even gotten to the unfiltered.
I know. And Chaz and Showtime and a supervillain and Chris has all missed out on the greatness that this is right now.
We're missing out. This is what awesomeness that happens when you get girls on the show.
Well, Chaz makes sense because
Chaz is the dad. Chaz is the new dad.
yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Because he's on mode? Whatever. You missed out, Chaz.
You missed out. Sorry, he can watch this. He can watch this back.
He can. He's going to because
Just edit it.
some of us do all the editing and producing and scheduling all the guests and scheduling the times. So a little bit of everything. So he'll have to go back and watch it now.
Okay.
But with that being said, I'm your host, Clifford Red Dog Miller.
Wait, hello. First
What?
of all, did we talk about my book?
Well, first of all, I wanted to wrap us all up first, and then I want to give you your plugs and talk about.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so.
We do your wrap up. But people are gonna be all sure if you do wrap ups now, then how do you know that there's a plug at the end? Because you're saying your goodbyes.
No, because I always
Do your
tell
plugs
my
and then
guests.
say goodbye.
I always tell my guests,
I just can't
hey.
even with her. She's so bad.
So anyway, we're gonna go back to what I said. I'm your host, Clifford Red Dog Miller, with the KK, with the JJ, with the great Lane Rosario. Gabby, I need to know about this book, and I want all your social media plugs.
Okay, so all my social media stuff is I am Gabby Gilbert, because that's who I am. That's me. I'm Gabby Gilbert. So yes, I am totally writing a book. Hopefully it'll be out by November. COVID, who knows? But I'm reaching for November, and it's called "Do You Have Any Wrist Tape? A Pro Wrestler Survival Guide." And it's fun little tips for when you're on the road and just trying to be a wrestler and trying to level up to the next level of wrestling and level of things. And also, I am now a trainer at CZW, Combat Zone Wrestling. So I have been an assistant trainer for like the last year or so, and now I'm like officially there. So I have all the girls and the beginners. So come hang out with me, and I'll teach you some things. Get in and out of the ring. Some road trip etiquette. I don't know. And some fun wrestling stuff where you can do the thing with the candy and the cheesecake.
I can't even.
I
feel like
honestly, I
that
can't
should be
wait.
like a shirt I get you.
Just what?
I feel like that's a T-shirt I need to wear every time I'm around you. Is Gabby, I can't even.
Yes.
Because I feel like I say that to you all the time.
All
All the time, Gabby. I just can't
I'm
even.
like,
with
they're like,
you.
you're on another level. I'm like, level up, bitches.
I love it. So we will be having Gabby come back. She will be doing another episode. We won't have the little one here, so that way we can make this, super unfiltered. But into the meantime, catch the next episode of the 3 Count Podcast. So either be there or
be somewhere else.
Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our channel to get the best content from the 3 Count. We're the best podcast out there. Don't let anyone tell you different. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at 3CountPod, as well as on Twitter at 3Count_pod.